guys, welcome back to Coffee Talk. So here's
with
our
Lexi.
with Lexi. If
Just in case this is their first video, they don't know who Lexi is.
yeah, with
Coffee Talk with
Lexi,
Lexi.
with Lexi, your friend. I have here LJ
Hey,
as
guys.
my guest.
Yes, thank you again for having me. I said that on part 1. And just in case this is the first video that y'all watched, we do have a part 1 of this video, so please watch that first, because then you're never gonna understand what we're talking.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a lot of
we
things.
talk too much. We talk too much that there's part 1 and part 2.
Please watch that first.
Alright, let us begin again. This part 2 of dating, relationship, and love.
Yes.
The person who asked this also said...
We're not exposing you.
Yeah,
today.
we're not exposing you, but I remembered that this person asked because... that person asked because of the culture today. What are your thoughts on DTF because of the culture, especially here in US? That's very normalized.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, it's a very toxic culture. That's what I thought of. But I mean, let's just get down to it. It's a very toxic culture.
And you don't have to go with the culture.
Yeah, this is why a lot of people have so much hurt and so much hatred and anger towards like women hating men and men hating women. This is, this is why. And it's important to be different and shed a light on other people. And, what we're doing right now, you can do to other people. You can tell them, what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. But, yeah.
So
I totally get you.
Yeah, I want to say this scripture in the Bible, and it is Romans 12:2, and it says, "Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect." So you don't have to go with what the culture says. You don't have to go what the society accepts. You just have to go with what God wants for you and what God's will is for you, because that it says here, it is good, pleasing, and perfect.
It's not gonna be easy. It definitely is not gonna be easy, but it's your choice.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's your choice.
It says here, like, changing the way you think. You have to change the way you think, and doing that is not easy. It's not just a one-time thing. It's an everyday thing, an every decision thing. So, next would be, thoughts on your partner having a best friend of the opposite sex. My thoughts.
What are your thoughts, Lexi?
Definitely before I grew closer to God, my thoughts on this was different. It was like, I would say like worldly thoughts, like the way I thought about it. I didn't think about like the spiritual aspects and all that. Before I had a lot of, I still have a lot of guy friends, but like I used to call them like my best friends, I had a lot of guy best friends. If you're watching, I still love you and care for you, but you gotta have that boundary.
I was gonna say boundaries.
Especially when you get into a relationship. Your boundaries...
Or when you're in a relationship now.
Yeah, when you're in a relationship, your boundaries between you and your friend that is opposite sex would be different. The distance would be greater because, spiritually, there's
I think it's
temptation.
It depends, on what the situation is, because there's other people that can be beneficial to your relationship, but that's if this friend is both of your friends. You should not have a friend that your partner is not friends with. That's just creating a lot of conflict, and you're putting your partner in a situation that, you know, he'll
He
start
will
to
be,
get insecure and
uncomfortable
Yeah.
with that, and you know that
Yeah.
trust, the foundation that you're building in your relationship.
never put your partner in a position where they start questioning your relationship.
Oh yeah.
Never.
Yeah. So just if you have guy friends, you have close guy friends. I still do. Obviously.
And you can tell their intentions,
Ooh, yeah.
right?
If you know that they're, you know,
If this friend used to like you or used to like your boyfriend or girlfriend, that shouldn't be you shouldn't be talking to them anymore. And I'm talking to you, like if you know that this person likes you, you shouldn't be talking to her anymore if you're in a relationship. You know, that's just how it is. That's how it should work. We're talking about loyalty, you know, being faithful, and even though respect
partner.
the boundaries again, even though, you know, you're gonna explain so many times that nothing is going on, it may not look like that. It may not seem like that.
Especially
you know?
at best for you, like, you know, best friends with them.
Yeah.
Still.
Like right
I
now.
mean, you can't just like. You don't have to like just cut that person off. Like, I'm never gonna talk to you. I don't know you anymore.
Just tell them the truth.
Yeah, like.
But
you
in
have
love.
that. Yeah, you have that boundary because.
Don't nag. Don't be like, oh, I gotta cut you off because my girlfriend don't.
Yeah. Or
want
like
you to
you
be
can be like,
talking.
you're canceled. No. No, it's not like
You're
that.
canceled. No, just tell them like, hey, we gotta, now that I'm talking to someone, we gotta put some boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, I want to respect what my girlfriend or boyfriend, boyfriend's view of this. So, you know, just a healthy talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're ever feeling like this, sit down with your partner, communicate to them, you know, your needs, talk about what makes you uncomfortable. Just be transparent with each other.
Don't be like, hey, LJ and Lexi said this. See, you're wrong. No, you don't do that. Just, you know, be respectful, be gentle and loving, and communicate well with your partner what you're feeling, and be transparent.
Communication is key.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't want to,
Or it's
you have to.
uncomfortable. Yeah,
You have to.
Mm-hmm. You do.
Yeah, if it's always gonna be uncomfortable. I mean, most of the time, the conversations are gonna be uncomfortable. But if you want to make it work, and if you're willing to, you have to talk about those uncomfortable situations.
Yeah. Okay, 11. What should I do if I still love the person, but he's taking me for granted? Or until when should you stop giving a benefit of the doubt? Or what other factor aside from love should be considered for you to stay in a damaged relationship? To summarize, we can say, when should you stop trying? Or how do I know if my relationship is worth saving?
Wow,
That's a
really going through
loaded
something
question. Yeah. Like what we said earlier, if you're asking these questions, I think it's time.
I think it's time to leave.
But not marriage. We're just talking about dating.
Oh yeah.
Marriage.
But honestly, these questions are more of a marriage question. If you are in a toxic relationship,
I did not ask any marriage.
leave. Yeah, if he or she's abusing you emotionally, physically, you should not ask this question anymore. Just leave. Think about your safety. Think about your heart, your peace. You know.
Yeah. It says in
If
Proverbs.
it's- yeah.
Okay, go.
No, I was gonna. If it's a struggle to make it work,
Mm-hmm.
there's your sign, baby girl. You gotta leave. Or
And we're not
or boy.
saying that relationships are easy and they're never gonna be hard. There are struggles, but if they're bringing you down emotionally or mentally or physically,
Especially if you've already communicated to them that, hey, we gotta stop this, and they're like, sure, you know, they're all talk, and then the cycle just keeps repeating.
First you gotta communicate what the problem is.
Yeah. And if they're not willing to work it out,
then there you go. Yeah, Proverbs 4, we hear it all the time. Proverbs 4:23, it says, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life.
yeah.
That is from God. Guard your heart.
Again, whatever you're filled with, that's ultimately the choices that you're gonna make. You know. Oh, how do I know if my relationship is worth saving? Is your joy and peace worth the fight to save it?
And like, if there's more crying than like joy.
Yeah. Do you see a future with him?
Mm-hmm.
Don't settle. Don't be like, oh yeah, I see a future with him and he's all or she's all, you know, emotionally abusing you.
Yeah.
Right?
You gotta ask yourself, because I did. You gotta ask yourself, is this the life that I want? Forever.
Is this the life that I want to give my kids?
Oh yes. That honestly changed my life. That question honestly changed my life. Because do I want my kids to go through this?
Again, generational curse.
Yeah.
You gotta
is this the environment that
cycle
you want for your children? I mean, we want to be the parents that would show what love is, you know, like all that. That they would grow up and see both of you in love, and like they would want that for themselves. But with the relationship you have, is that what you want for your children to want? You thought about?
No, that was good. Yeah. Ultimately, maturity and wisdom will show you when to stop investing in dead things. Don't water dead plants. Yeah, you gotta stop watering dead plants. It's not worth saving.
We're not saying that you go through difficulty or struggle in a relationship and break up.
We're not trying to scare you, but this is reality. This is reality right now, and I wish that I knew about all these things before I even thought about dating. I could have saved myself from a lot of heartbreaks. Just a lot of doubts and confusion. So this is why, like I said, we want to be a friend to you. We want to,
live this life with you. Walk through this journey with you. No, I was gonna say something, but I forgot when I said walk this journey with you. I was like, wait, I was gonna say something, I forgot. Oh yeah. So if let's say y'all are struggling, and if you're the only one who's fighting,
you gotta leave. Relationship is a two-way thing. You can't just keep taking and not give. It's never gonna work.
I mean, we're not to be selfish, but it's relationship. Both of you gotta work for it. Work together through your struggles, through everything. Together, both of you.
Yeah. If you're with him, I'm talking to the singles, like dating. This is, again, we're not talking about marriage. If you're with him or her right now, and he or she's treating you, the person's treating you like that, like, toxic, how do you think he or she's gonna treat you in the future?
When you're married and you're stuck.
When you're married. Exactly. So think about it. Is that the lifestyle that you want? Again, is that
the environment that you want? Is that the love that you want? That you're the only one who's fighting? That you're the one? It's just you.
I know. And most of the time, these hurt came from, like generational curses and what happened to your parents and stuff like that. Because I came from, my parents was, divorced. So I was scared to look or to just get into, the marriage level, because I always thought that it was going to happen to me. But I had to make a choice whether to stay in that mindset that, it's never going to work. That thing is still going to happen to me, or to believe that Jesus wants the best for me. And I had to cut that mindset off and be like, you know what? I don't want me to live a life like this, and I don't want to give my kids, a life like this. So it's work, a lot of work, a lot of trusting the Lord as well.
12. How would you say to a girl that you want to stop courting or pursuing her?
So it was a guy who asked this. Interesting. It specifically says, how would you say to a girl that you want to stop courting or pursuing her? Just be honest.
Yeah, honestly, that's the best thing that you can do for the girl.
I feel like there's no other way. You can't ghost her. That's definitely not.
That is a red flag for you.
A good thing
for yourself.
Yeah, but just be honest. Just be truthful, but gentle.
Yeah,
don't nag. Don't like nitpick and be like, oh, it's because you're like this, you're like that, you're like this. Don't. Just tell them like, you know, like, hey. Hey.
Yeah,
But honestly, yeah, it doesn't need to be long and, you know, all these like specific details. Just tell them that, you know, hey, like, it's not working anymore. I would respectfully decline. They're the one pursuing. Why would you decline? But yeah, just respectfully, you know, do not want to pursue this anymore. Yeah. Just be truthful. Just be honest. That's the best way to go.
Gentle and loving. 13. Would you rather lose a friend for your partner or protect your friendship and lose your partner?
It depends on the issue.
Yeah. Depends on like how did it get
Who's
to that
creating
point?
the issue?
Yeah. I mean, you know who's.
I know. Yeah.
Who has the attitude?
It really depends on the situation. Like if the issue is because your boyfriend is toxic, then leave your boyfriend. Leave your boyfriend.
Yeah.
If the friends are toxic and you know to yourself that this guy is, you know, is bringing you closer to the Lord, is bringing you, is the one. Well, that's if the Lord told you, or if the Holy Spirit, you know, says that, you know, this is the one, or whatever, and your friends are jealous about it, or, you know, just so negative about it. There's a difference between your friends protecting you and being jealous of what you have, you know. You'll know. It really depends on the issue. Who's creating the issue.
And who's telling you? Who's making you choose? Like, why would they make you choose?
We're all like, why would they make you choose?
You know, like if they're good friends.
I guess it's that bad.
Yeah, like me or him. You know? That's
so funny. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's not funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I mean, it happens, right?
Yeah.
But like, why? You have to.
How did it come to that point? We would love to talk to you. If this is you, I would want for you to come message me, message Lexi. I want to understand.
Yeah.
You know what the situation is more, because it's really like if you just leave it like that, you know, like you'll never. We don't know what the situation is, so we really can't, you know, say like a definite answer. But it really just depends on the issue, who's creating the issue,
situation,
and the situation. Yeah. Come talk to us.
14. If love conquers all, how come a lot of relationships still don't work out? Even if they both love each other. Wow.
It's like this person's really hurt.
Well, for me, the first thing that came to my mind was maybe they don't know what love is, what really love is. Okay.
I don't know, that just came to me.
Okay.
Sorry, cut that out.
Yeah, maybe they don't know what love is, you know.
What true love is.
Yeah, what the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13, love is.
Very specific.
Because, I mean, like, if it's just feelings, like, they both have feelings for each other, but it's not working out, well, love is not a feeling.
Yeah.
It's not just feelings, because that's just, you know, passion for each other, like, all that, you know, feelings is just passion for each other. It's not really love.
Yeah, it's really your actions that say, you know, you love them. Because if love was a feeling, you won't always feel like loving someone at the moment. And if it does work like that, like love is a feeling, you would want to, you're with
change your relationship or like
every like 5 minutes. But you know, it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's your actions. And the reason why relationships don't work because people are not willing to work it out. People are not willing to be accountable. People are not willing to be vulnerable and to be, you know, people are not willing to forgive. People are not willing to be patient.
Again, that's not
work
love.
through issues.
That's the opposite of
There's
love.
just a lack of commitment. You know.
Yeah, and is that love?
Yeah, and it takes more than love for a relationship to work. It takes choice. You know, to really be committed.
And it says, if love conquers all, how come all relationships still don't work out?
Not all
Because sometimes you love that person so much that you're willing to let them go. You know, there are cases like that. Like, you love that person, but you know that this relationship is not going to work. Or this relationship is not beneficial for y'all. Or, like, you're not going through the same direction. Like, all that we talked about earlier. Then, if you love that person, then, you know, sometimes you gotta choose to not be together.
You gotta choose the right thing. Yeah. If you guys are not growing, then yes, you know, you have to choose the right path, which, you know, to leave. And you're not, what you're feeling right now, yes, you know, you're sad, but you're not gonna stay like that. You have to believe that the Lord want what's best for you. There is a better thing out there. You're not gonna stay like that. And you have to choose it for yourself. You have to take it upon yourself that I want better, right? I want to grow. I want to learn, and I don't want this. Yeah.
And if you love that person, let's say you know that you're not ready, or you know you're not stable, you know you're not mature enough, but you went in that relationship, but you said love conquers all, then sometimes, you know,
God's love conquers all.
God is love.
God is love. Yeah. Humans, we're not perfect. Yeah. Our love is it's not that unconditional. It's not that unconditional. So it's true that love conquers all, but in the aspect of God's love, it conquers all.
Oh, this is very interesting.
We got a situation.
Okay. Red pill. Come back to past to get another chance with a person you like or love. Blue pill. See the future and have a glimpse of who you will end up with. What will you choose?
No pill.
Yeah.
What will you choose?
No
pill.
No.
Just
neither is like red pill. Like, if they did not work out, you gotta move on.
I know.
I mean, if they're the person for you, they'll come back. You know, they will come back. You don't have to go back to the future to be with that person.
Because red pill, if you choose red pill, you know, you have the power or whatever to come back to the past to get another chance with a person you like or love. Going back to the past doesn't really mean you're gonna end up with them.
Yeah. And what if that's not the will of the Lord?
Yeah, you're just gonna invest all this time and energy and emotions.
You're probably gonna make the same mistakes.
Into our relationship, because the future is already set. If you know that you're not gonna be with them and you're going back to the past, you're like investing emotions and time into a relationship that you're never gonna end up with in the future. So, the red pill is a no for me. And what was the other one? The blue pill. You see the future and have a glimpse of who you will end up with. Yeah, I'm still not gonna be taking that.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid that I'm gonna mess it up.
I know, because you have the tendency to focus, since you know what's gonna happen. Your decision making is gonna be cloudy because you're like, you know, you're gonna rush things because you're gonna want it.
I mean,
like that.
Even now, without having the blue pill, people tend to rush.
Having blue pill, even without even know what's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah, people tend to rush.
Yep.
Yeah, on things.
So we ain't taking any pills. No pill.
Don't want to mess it up.
Trust the Lord. Be patient. Everything that you're going through right now is part of your destination. It's part of progress. It's part of, you know, your future you know. Just enjoy the process. The Lord is in control, guys.
So it's in Ecclesiastes 3, 1 to 12. Or actually, even like to 15. But I'm only gonna say the verse 11. And it says, Yet God has made everything beautiful for its own time. He planted eternity in the human heart, but even so, people cannot see the whole scope of God's work from beginning to end. It will happen for you at His perfect and beautiful time.
Yeah.
So we gotta calm down and trust Him. And we trust
do gotta
His
calm
own
down.
time. Yeah, because He knows. He knows the best for you. So you just gotta trust Him. Number 16. Does LDR work? And advice to people in a long distance relationship.
LDR, if you guys don't know what LDR,
It's
long distance relationship.
relationship.
Does LDR work? It does for some,
Yeah.
and for some it doesn't. I think it requires a lot of emotional maturity,
Oh, yeah.
and I mean, other people, I say it doesn't work for some because other people, it's very important for them, for their partner to be close,
Yeah.
you know.
Like
Well,
their-
not
their
like
love
emotionally
language.
close, but take off.
Yeah, so many clips of.
I know. Just us taking off. But yeah, it does for some it doesn't. It depends on the person.
Yeah. Or both parties to be working for the relationship together. It's hard work, full of trust, assurance, security in the relationship. There's a lot of that.
And it's if your intentions are to really marry each other, and you know that you guys are the right person, because you guys are good benefits to each
Yeah.
other. It's not gonna stay like that. Eventually, you guys are gonna get married.
yeah.
You guys are gonna.
That's
you
not
know,
forever. That
Yeah,
you're
but to
apart.
answer your question, does LDR work? Yes, it does for some.
Yeah.
And advice to someone in a long distance relationship. You've been in an
Yeah.
LDR? I've been in an LDR. The first person that I talked to, we were kind of having.
Yeah. I mean, when I first got here, I was in LDR. Obviously, they were. I mean, I don't think it's because of the LDR. We had.
It was
had
issues.
issues.
Personal issues.
Yeah.
Like with me as well. My the first person that I talked to was LDR because we eventually came here in Texas. But the reason why it didn't work out was because it was just toxic. It was toxic, and I was very, I was intentional. Like I wanted to make it work, but he has his own, reasons or excuse. Like he wanted to make it work, but in a toxic way, which is not my, just
Yeah.
I had to leave. It was just not toxic.
That's good. Look, she's engaged.
But
Yeah, I know.
advice to someone in a long distance relationship: be intentional.
Oh, yeah.
Plan out dates, surprise her or him, and we were talking about this.
Yeah.
Like you can order food for them
that's-
online.
yeah.
There's so many things that you can do. Deliver gifts.
I feel like a lot of people are in LDR, especially now with this virus going on. Especially like 2020, everyone's like LDR
they're
because
like 20 minutes away.
yeah, but they could not leave their house. But yeah, be intentional.
Yeah, the thing is, since long distance relationship problem is distance, there is a tendency where you feel sad and all these like heavy emotions.
Yeah.
The best advice that we can give you is go to the Lord with your emotions. It's gonna be hard because, I mean, of course, distance, and you're gonna wanna, there's gonna be those thoughts where you're like I can't even do this, but that's why you gotta know why you're dating in the first place. You know that it's gonna be hard for you, then don't be in a long distance relationship. Find someone that's close by.
But if you think that person is really like the one and you really want to work it out, like, I mean, if that person is the one, then both of you should be working it out. And if you are struggling, both of you are struggling, but you really do want to make it work, then just have patience.
Communication.
Yeah, patience,
Transparency.
communication.
boundaries. That's where it all, you know, comes into place.
Respect for each other.
Connect with a community.
Yeah. Especially you're apart. Yeah, you're
gonna need that. You're gonna need friends.
Yeah.
Good friends. Okay?
That will not lead you to, you know, all these crazy ideas.
That's not gonna add any more stress to what you're already, you know, feeling.
Yeah, gotta have trust.
So yes, LDR does work.
Okay, number 17. Is white lie a good lie or a bad lie?
A lie is a lie.
Yeah, a lie is a lie.
A lie is a lie that leads to more lies.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, you know, white lie. I never know why it's like a white lie. Like why it's worded like that. Like, you know, why? Like, because I guess it's like,
I don't know.
It's like harmful because, you know, white. You know, the color white.
It's just like, to protect. You know what? That's what people say. Like, I only lied. You know, it's a white lie just to protect the person.
It's still a lie, though. Like, you're still not communicating truth. And what is?
And it's not truth.
Yeah. What's a white lie to you may not be that white to them. It may be this
a bad lie.
It may be this, you know, big thing to them, and vice versa. And the Bible says we are called to be truth tellers.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, being honest or telling the truth. It's not really a suggestion, but a command. And it's in the Bible. Zechariah 8:16. It says, "These are the things that you shall do. Speak the truth to one another, render in your gates judgments that are true, and make for peace." So it's not a suggestion. It's a command. We are to always speak the truth. Ephesians 4:25, it says, "Therefore, having put away falsehood, let each one of you speak the truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one another." So yeah, always speak the truth.
Yeah. So white lie
is still a lie.
Yeah. White lie, bad lie, I don't know what. Just lie's lie. Lying is lying. And
except
if you're planning a surprise, let's say you're gonna propose to who's. I mean, there are ways so that you could get away and not telling the person that you're gonna surprise them by not lying.
Yeah.
Like, the other day, I think, no, it was like a few weeks ago. My brother, his phone was with his girlfriend. And he has his birthday gift on his phone, and she was looking at the phone like,
wait, did it pass already, or are we exposing? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, no, it's funny because, like, I mean, they're not hiding anything from each other, but my brother was just like, "Don't look there because I don't want you to see my gift for you." And she was like, "Okay." You know?
Oh, I love how that's so just
so you don't
straight
have to
to
lie,
the point.
but you can keep it, you know, a surprise. There are ways, you know, without lying.
Good job, Bonds.
18. How to tell your partner that he or she needs to improve on a certain area without hurting his or her feelings. First, you should tell your partner on the things that he or she should improve on. I mean, that's why you have that partnership, you know.
I mean, communication.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not doing...
If you can't tell that person...
If you're not doing this already, how are y'all together?
And how
did you make it work?
How are y'all growing as individuals and as...
Yeah, this should be a constant conversation. Even when you're married, you gotta talk to, you know, them to improve.
I mean,
you know,
we
certain areas
are never perfect, and there are things that we are gonna work on and needs to work on.
Yeah.
So,
but
you know,
how do you do it? The truth is always the best.
Yeah. And with love,
but in love,
gentleness,
again,
respect,
not in a harsh and nagging way.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to nitpick and be like, because you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're that. You know.
And make sure that your intentions are right. You're not just like criticizing the person, like, I don't like the way you did that because of yourself.
If they need to improve, provide solutions, help them, encourage them, you know, don't make them feel bad, don't make them feel stupid, you know. Talk to them, you know, talk what the issue is and provide solutions, encourage them.
We're
almost there.
Once When's the right time to admit your feelings to someone? And what to do when they don't feel the same way. So first, when is the right time to admit your feelings?
I feel like if you've already built that friendship, like that relationship, and you know, both of you know that you're heading there, or you know there's some signals, like you guys give each other signals that I'm interested in you, then yes, definitely tell him or her how you're feeling. But if they have verbally friend zone you and already told you that
there's no way,
respectfully, do not, this is not gonna work, please don't admit.
Yeah, don't anymore.
You're just, you're hurting yourself. And if they don't want to be with you, you can't force them. You can't force someone to like you, to love you.
They're not for you.
And what to do? Well, continue to be their friend, or if it's too hard for you and you're just really, hurt, don't spend so much time with them. Don't put yourself in a situation that's just gonna cause even, more pain. You gotta protect your peace. You gotta guard your heart.
Take your time to heal.
Yeah, take your time.
And move on
no rush.
from that.
And that person is probably gonna understand why you have to take that time. And, everybody's just built different. Some people can still be friends with someone that just friend zone them. Some people can't, they need that time for themselves. So do whatever you have to do. We're finally in our last question.
Oh, last question is, what is the best relationship advice someone has given you? I honestly don't have an answer for this.
Really?
I don't know. What is the best?
I feel like there's so many.
Yeah, they're good.
And I listed my
so
favorite
many
ones.
good relationship advice. But like the best, choosing like a best one.
Yeah, it's hard to choose the best one because ultimately these relationship advice really helped me with my relationship.
Yeah.
The first one was, it's more of like a question that I would ask myself before entering, the dating level. Am I holding myself to the same standard as my future spouse?
Oh, I really like, that's one of one of my favorite advices that I got from LJ.
I mean, cause hey, sometimes we get so caught up making a list, trying to look for the right
standards.
one, and you're not even the right one.
Yeah, it's like you're looking for a Christian, godly woman
that's patient, that's kind, that's loving, and you're not even patient yourself.
And you're not even godly.
That's so funny. That's not funny. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's like a habit of me to say that it's funny even though it's not funny. But yeah, are you holding yourself to the same standards?
Yeah, that's true. Like sometimes I go back to because I have a list of my standards, and y'all know that. Like I shared it to y'all. We have like a shared notes.
We pray for each other's spouses. And find a community.
Yes. And I go back to, so there are nights that I go back to my list of my standards of, a man that I want as my future husband, or what I pray for. And I look at it and see if I'm like that. Like I reflect and, look at the areas that I need to work on. And because, like what she said, you can't ask for a person to be like that, or like you can't ask for a person, that kind of person, if you're not even like that. You're not patient.
Yeah.
And you want that person to be patient with
You're
you.
all talk.
Yeah.
And the next is, a pastor told this to me. She said, look at how he drives with you in the car. If he's careless, if he's inattentive to others on the road and engages in road rage with you in the car, that is how he's gonna approach the relationship. And regards you. If he is more cautious and alert and careful when you're present, he will take the same approach with your relationship.
I mean, I honestly agree. like based on experience.
Based on experience.
That is true. That is true.
And then the third is I have 4 things in my list. The third is be transparent. Don't wait for him or her to ask you what's wrong. Communicate your needs or, your feelings.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you want a healthy relationship, you gotta be uncomfortable sometimes, right? Fourth, this is cool. It says, run as fast as you can towards God. If someone keeps up, introduce yourself. I think that is so, like, when
I love that.
I was like, whoa, cool. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And it's funny because now that I think about it, I was so secure and I was so focused with my walk to the Lord that I didn't even know that Zay was right there, right? And when he surpassed me, I was like, hey there. Whoa. So all you gotta worry is, put your focus towards God, and if someone keeps up.
Oh yeah. Somebody told me this advice, I think a month ago or 2. Because it was a word for me, and it was awesome because, like, when I would think about like being in a relationship, especially, I'm in my season of singleness right now, and when I think about like relationships, right? When I think about like when I start being in a relationship again and all that, like one of my fears, honestly, in entering like that scene is if I'm gonna get distracted with my walk. And like I know that's one thing that I'm working on.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want, like, that's my fear, like I don't want anyone to distract me. And the word for me was, it's crazy because I have that fear and like I have that thoughts, and like when I talk to God, like, Lord, like if that person's gonna distract me, don't even open the door. Don't even let me see that person.
Lock it.
Yeah, because I don't want to get distracted. And this person said, when that right man comes, you're not gonna get distracted because both of you are seeking the Lord. And I was like,
you're running the same pace.
yes.
If you're gonna get distracted, he should be like, nope.
Yeah.
He should rearrange you, point you to Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel like there's still so many things. Like,
I know. I mean, like, all of the things that we said throughout the whole podcast was, a relationship advice. It's from our experience and from the advices that we got from other people. And we have said all of it. I mean, I don't think it's all of it. There's a lot.
There's a lot more. And the things that we have said today, you might not agree, and that's okay. We just,
it's okay. I did not agree. Last year, like, I grew a lot since last year. And there are things that I said today that I did not agree with before. But with everything that happened, okay, you know what? It's right. Okay, I agree now.
I know, but there's some things that you don't agree, so I mean, just don't take our word for it. You're gonna experience it, and just seek the Holy Spirit, discernment, seek godly counsel, wisdom. So this is exciting. I don't want to stop talking.
I mean, there's a lot to talk about in relationships and dating. I feel like we just talked about, honestly, just dating.
These are just, we talked about, I know, because love is a whole another topic. You can, there's so many, love your friends, parents, so
relationships with your family, relationships with your friends. I feel like this is just dating. Because Valentine's is coming, so a lot of people are feeling that in the air. Yeah, so remember, don't settle just because it's Valentine's Day. because you want that day.
No DTF, whatever that is.
Ooh.
No.
Nuh-uh. You date with Jesus. You know where I'll be on Monday.
Date with Jesus.
Oh, this will be released after Valentine's. But yeah.
You see how we love to talk. This is us on the daily. Literally. If her friends are here, we're never gonna
maybe
stop talking.
I'll do that like one time.
Let us know if you would love for us to sit down again, have conversations like this, but this time with our friends.
Yeah.
With the girlfriends and then with the guy friends.
Mm-hmm.
We have some interesting friends.
Oh,
They're all very smart as well, very
full of
so much wisdom.
Yeah. But that is the 20 questions. It took forever to finish this.
20.
But it's just 20 questions. My prayer, my prayer is for this episode, not just for this episode, but like all the episodes in this coffee talk, is for y'all to have clarity, direction, and like just to get to know what the Lord wants for you. You know, the Lord wants the best for you. The Lord has a plan for you, and I pray that after this, that you seek what the Lord wants for you.
Yeah, it's not an accident that you are watching this video right now. The Lord, might be telling you something.
So, if you made it to the end of the part 2, comment down below. God is love, and we'll know who made it to the end. And
He's our loyal viewers.
okay, I want to say this. I told y'all last episode that I have a gift for y'all. So I was thinking of giving each one who commented a Starbucks gift card. But then I researched that they don't have it in the Philippines. Like because here in US you could just send it through email.
Mm-hmm.
Like they will get it through email and they're like, oh, I got a certificate. No, you have to go in person in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, well, if I can't do that for the viewers in the Philippines, I'm not gonna do it for the viewers in US, viewers in Canada.
Just to be fair.
Yeah. So, my gift for you is this. Just kidding. Prayer.
I'm just kidding.
I pray for y'all. Thank you again for watching episode 1 of Coffee Talk with Lexi.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
This is exciting. I don't want to leave.
Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Thanks for inviting me. It's an honor to be in your first episode.
Thank you, and click the like button if you like this video, and if you didn't, then watch the next episode, because again, you might like that other video. Click on the subscribe button and comment down below what other topics you want me to talk about here, what topics you want to see in this coffee talk with Lexi. And that's what's brewing.
Bye!